Hi, and welcome to the Faculty of Math admission decision process for current applicant presentation. My name is Amelia Burton, and I'm an undergraduate recruitment and admission officer for the Faculty of Math. We know that this is an unprecedented time in the world right now, and we're wishing you health and wellness for you and your family. And as you're considering becoming a warrior for the fall term, we hope that this information will help provide some more details for you in the application process. Throughout the presentation today, we'll be looking at the application process for those students that have applied to a program in mathematics, math and business, or any of our computer science programs. The aim of this presentation is to give you some further details on where we are right now in the application process, what we're looking for in order to admit students into the Faculty of Math, and next steps that we're asking students to consider during the application process. We're very lucky in that we're part of a great institution. The University of Waterloo is known for being the most innovative university in Canada by Maclean's magazine for the last 28 years in a row. This means that Waterloo has always liked to do things a little bit differently. And we want to make sure that students that are coming to study at the university are getting everything that they need to not only grow during their undergraduate education, but to prepare for your future career and your future goals and passions. The university has always done things a little bit differently, and that has started right from when the university was founded, when we combined work experience and school experience in cooperative education. Cooperative education, otherwise known as co-op, allows you the opportunity to really combine what you're learning in your undergraduate classes with the workforce. You get the chance to explore different careers in the field that you're studying and being able to better understand what you want to do with your undergraduate degree when you finish your studies at Waterloo. Cooperative education was a big part of the university when it was first founded, and it's still part of one of the main pillars of the university today. In the Faculty of Math, many of our students are in a co-op program, and students are coming to Waterloo from around the world to get that real work experience during their undergraduate degree. I'll be sharing some stories in the presentation today about some students and the opportunities they've had to grow and better understand their program through co-op education. But you'll be able to find lots of other great examples on our website as well. Combined with the reputation that the University of Waterloo has, the Faculty of Math has also been ranked in the top 50 globally for mathematics and computer science education. And this has drawn distinguished and dedicated professors and world-class researchers from around the world to the University of Waterloo's Faculty of Math. And that means that you'll be studying and getting to do research with the best and the brightest in the field. At the University of Waterloo, we're also very lucky that we have a full faculty dedicated to mathematics and computer science rather than a department. That means that when you're coming into the Faculty of Math, we have individual departments dedicated to the different areas within mathematics and computer science. So instead of finding a department of math in a faculty like Faculty of Science or the Faculty of Arts, instead you'll find departments like Applied Mathematics, Pure Mathematics, or our School of Computer Science, and our Math and Business programs. You get the depth and breadth of many different courses to choose from, and you get exposed to different areas in mathematics that you may not have known existed prior to coming to university. We also have over 7,000 undergraduate students just studying in math and computer science alone, and over 240 professors that are teaching our students in this field. At the university, we have 4 undergraduate degrees to choose from, numerous different programs, different options, as well as specializations that you can choose from to add to your degree. By being a Faculty of Math, that also means that you're graduating with a Bachelor of Mathematics or a Bachelor of Computer Science at the end of your degree, giving you a very unique skill set to be successful in your career and whatever you do when you graduate from your undergraduate education. All students coming into a math or computer science program at Waterloo will take a common first year. All students will study calculus, algebra, computer science, and 2 non-math or computer science courses. We also want to make sure that you're going to be successful both during your undergraduate studies and when you go on to do co-op or your future career upon graduation. In order to do that, we've implemented the opportunity for students to take 2 communication courses throughout your degree. This will look different than the English course that you're taking in high school right now, and instead will give you the skills that you need both to be successful academically as well as in the workforce, to become better communicators and to be successful with whatever you want to do upon graduation. Since all students are taking a common first year in math and computer science, this also means that you have the opportunity to lay a great foundation and to try out the different areas in math before you decide what you want to focus your studies on. Students like Megan really liked that opportunity to get that great foundation and the opportunity to try different courses in mathematics before deciding where to focus her studies. Megan at Waterloo, when she first started, had the opportunity to try different courses, and until one sparked her passion, and that's when she decided to study data science. She's explored many of the different options available to her in the faculty before landing on this major, giving her a breadth of opportunity that's unique to Waterloo. Putting her courses together with co-op experience at a health tech company was the key to unlocking her future goals. After graduation, Megan is planning to return to Waterloo to pursue a master's degree in biostatistics. When Megan first started at Waterloo, she didn't really know what she wanted to do. The opportunities and the breadth and depth of courses in the Faculty of Math allowed Megan the opportunity to explore and to find the thing that she really loves. Coming into the Faculty of Math, we want to make sure that you have the resources and support to be a successful student throughout your undergraduate studies. We have tutorial centers that are available in our math and computer science building, as well as right in the residences where you would live on campus. Every student also has access to an academic and program advisor. These individuals will help you both choose the courses that you take throughout your undergraduate degree and also help fulfill any career goals that you might have, and combining different areas in the Faculty of Math while you're on campus. We also have state-of-the-art computer equipment available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so that if you're doing an assignment or working on a project outside of your classes, you have access to the state-of-the-art equipment on a regular basis to help you complete any project that you're working on. As part of the additional support services on campus, we also want to make sure that you have access to other great students that are studying in the Faculty of Math. We have clubs and societies dedicated to different programs in the faculty. Our Mathematics Society, or as we call it on campus, MathSoc, is one example of the great ways that you can get involved and connect with other students within the same faculty as you. Tiana was part of MathSoc on campus and is very passionate about getting involved outside of her regular classes. As part of her own experience as a first-year student on campus, she was inspired to start a program in fall 2019. That program was a first-year mentorship program that combines first-year students with upper-year students in the Faculty of Math to give them guidance, comfort, and someone to talk to as a new student on campus. This is a great example of many of the different ways that you can get support, both from students, professors, and staff members that are part of the Faculty of Math on campus. We're going to switch gears now a little bit. This next part of the presentation will be focusing on admissions. And just as a reminder, this is for students that have applied to the Faculty of Math, including our School of Computer Science, and are waiting to hear from the university on a final admissions decision to start their studies in fall 2020. To start, I want to look at the courses that we're looking for to come into the Faculty of Math at Waterloo. If you're a student that's currently studying in an Ontario high school, we're looking at a total of 6 courses for your admission average. As part of those 6 courses, we have 3 required courses: Advanced Functions, Calculus and Vectors, and any grade 12U English course. The other 3 courses that we use to calculate your admission average will be the highest U or M courses in your grade 12 year. These 6 courses make up what we call your admission average. Of course, as an applicant to the Faculty of Math, we're also looking for a strong ability and interest in mathematics. So we'll also pay particular attention to the math courses as part of your admission average. The admission information form, or the AIF, also is a key factor in these admission decisions. If you're a student that's currently studying in a high school outside of Ontario, in a different province across Canada, or in a curriculum in a different country around the world, we also have specific admission requirements that are listed on our webpage to help you figure out what courses we're looking for admission into the Faculty of Math. You can find those details on our webpage at uwaterloo.ca/math/future. That will give you more details on exactly what we're looking for, no matter what curriculum you're studying prior to coming to the faculty at Waterloo. In terms of the grades that we're looking for, we will calculate your admission average, and for our more competitive programs, we're looking for slightly higher averages. On average, for any of our programs in the Faculty of Math, we're looking for high 80s to low 90s. Those more competitive programs are computer science, computing and financial management, our financial analysis and risk management program, as well as the double degree programs that we have with Wilfrid Laurier University. In addition to your grades, of course, we're also looking for that admission information form, as it is a requirement for all programs in the Faculty of Math. Admission into a program with co-op is slightly more competitive than admission into a program that is regular studies. Now, as I mentioned, the admission information form is also a key part of the admissions decision. Every admission information form, or AIF, that is submitted to the Faculty of Math is read and scored. So we read everything that you submit to us. It's important for us to look at those extracurriculars in addition to the grades that you're sending us on your transcript. The AIF is then scored by someone within the faculty, and that score is combined with your admission average to make up your final admissions decision. So although the AIF is an important part and is required for admission into the Faculty of Math, grades still form the most important part of any admissions decision. In previous years, you will also know that the EUCLID contest has been a requirement for scholarships and has been used as well for some admission decisions. With the current school closures, both in Ontario and in other parts of the world, the Faculty of Math Admissions Committee has decided that participation in the EUCLID Math Contest will not be a mandatory part of scholarship or admission decisions this year. No applicant will be penalized in any way for not participating in the EUCLID this year. Many of you have written the EUCLID in the past, and we're preparing to do it this year. We still encourage you to stay mathematically sharp over the next couple of months before you start your undergraduate education. And we have lots of great resources to do that through the Centre for Education in Math and Computing, or the CEMC. We have a new website that's been created, CEMC at Home, where you can find lots of great past contests as well as new activities to work on from home to keep yourself sharp and prepared for your undergraduate education in math or computer science in September. Another important question that we get from many students at this time of year is, when will you hear back on an admissions decision on your application? The Faculty of Math has already started to make admission decisions for students that have applied to a program in mathematics, math and business, as well as computer science. Currently, we've given out about 20% of our admission decisions to applicants. If you haven't heard from us, don't worry. That doesn't mean that we aren't interested in you as an applicant. It just means that we're still processing all of the applications. We will make another round of offers before the end of April. And for those students that are currently studying outside of Ontario, we are continuing to make ongoing offers to students from other provinces as well as other countries around the world. Remember as well that you have until June 1st to accept your offer. So once you've heard a final admissions decision from us, we also need to hear back from you by accepting your offer on the Ontario University Application Centre, or the OUAC, where you first applied to the University of Waterloo. We're going to switch gears again here and talk a little bit about scholarships. On your Quest account, in addition to your admissions decision, this is also where you'll be able to find information about any scholarships that you've been awarded from the university. There are two types of scholarships that you could receive. The first type are our university-wide entrance scholarships. There's no application required for these scholarships. Instead, we're looking at your admission average, when you're applying to the university. Based on your admission average, we have different categories of scholarships that we will give out. And again, that information can be found on your Quest account. The second type of scholarship that you could also receive, in addition to the university-wide entrance scholarships, are our faculty-specific scholarships. Our Olympiad, national, and global scholarships are awarded based on an application each year. This scholarship application was due at the beginning of February for 2020 applicants. Those students will have already submitted the application and will be hearing a decision on their application shortly. The Faculty of Math entrance scholarships are the scholarships that we typically have used the EUCLID contest for in the past. This year, because the EUCLID is not a part of any of our scholarship decisions, we will be basing the decision for these scholarships on the admission average combined with your AIF score. And that's what we'll be using for our applicants for September 2020. Once you've received both your offer as well as your scholarship decision on Quest, we have a couple of next steps for you to consider. We want to make sure that you have all of the information that you need to make the best decision for where you want to study your university education. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about life as a mathy, we encourage you to check out our Instagram account, where we have student takeovers. Current students that are studying in different programs throughout the faculty are giving you an in-depth view into what it means to be in the Faculty of Math. You also have the opportunity to tour both our residences as well as our campus virtually to get a better understanding of what the University of Waterloo has to offer. We also encourage you to continue to monitor your email. We'll be offering a number of virtual webinars so that you can hear next steps from other recruitment and admission professionals from across campus, as well as how to select your courses and any other next steps that you'll need to consider as you look at becoming a warrior and a student at the University of Waterloo. If you have any questions that were not covered today in the presentation, we also would be happy to talk to you one-on-one. We encourage you to reach out to mathinfo@uwaterloo.ca, and one of our admission or recruitment representatives would be happy to meet with you one-on-one virtually. And that way we can make sure that you have all of the answers to your questions as you are deciding what path to choose for your undergraduate education. We also encourage you to work hard in your final months of high school. As I mentioned previously, if you're looking at staying mathematically sharp and doing some more math work from home, we have our CEMC at-home resources available to you. This also includes the Ontario Grade 12 Math Curriculum to help you be prepared for that next step in your academic endeavors. And also, don't forget, once you've heard from the university, to accept your offer of admission by June 1st, and we hope that you will join the Faculty of Math in September. If you have any questions regarding COVID-19 and the effects that it has on the current application process, we have a website dedicated to frequently asked questions that are put together by admission professionals on campus that will have all of those answers and up-to-date information as things continue to change. To end the presentation, I wanted to leave you with a couple of student stories of current students at the university in the Faculty of Math. I've talked about a lot of the great ways that you can get involved in the breadth and depth of different courses and the different types of student supports that we have on campus. We also want to make sure that you're able to explore your passions outside of your courses and be able to take advantage of a lot of the great things that the Faculty of Math has to offer. Joy is not a software developer or an engineer, but she is an integral part of the Autonomous, which is Waterloo's first student-run autonomous vehicle project. Joy is a student in our financial analysis and risk management program, and she took charge of securing sponsorship dollars to purchase the materials that Autonomous needs to remain competitive in the ongoing Auto Drive Challenge. This is a great example of the different areas that you can get involved in that may not be directly related to what you're studying on campus. The opportunities to learn and grow at Waterloo are endless, and we really want you to be able to take full advantage of all of the great things that we have to offer to be able to go on and pursue your passion when you graduate. At the university, we have an intellectual property policy that states that anything you create as a student remains your property and not the property of the University of Waterloo. That means that you really have the opportunity to take all of the things that you're learning and combine that with other things that you might be interested in outside of your studies to come up with the next great idea. Whether you are a student who wants to start the next company or work in the startup culture, there's lots of opportunities to get that experience. We offer entrepreneurship courses for all students, no matter what program you're studying at the University of Waterloo. And we have a number of incubators that bring in individuals that work in startup companies to provide support and guidance for those that are looking to get started in the field. Last fall, math students took home a win at the Concept 5K final, winning $5,000 to invest in their business Flowy. Competitions are held throughout the year, and there's a number of different opportunities to get funding to help grow your next business. If you're not interested in starting a business yourself, you can still get hands-on experience with everything from cooperative education to undergraduate research awards to hackathons. There's lots of ways for you to get involved and get the most out of your education as a student in the Faculty of Math. We wanted to thank you for listening to the presentation today. Hopefully this was able to answer a lot of your questions you had as you're going through the application process. We're always here to help answer any additional questions that we might not have covered. If you're a student that has applied to a program in mathematics or one of our math and business programs, you can email us at mathinfo@uwaterloo.ca. If you're a student that's applied to one of our computer science-based programs, you can email futureundergrad@cs.uwaterloo.ca, and we'd be happy to answer any additional questions you might have. As I mentioned previously, if you want a greater insight into what it means to be a mathie at Waterloo, we also encourage you to follow us on Instagram, see some of our student takeovers, and learn a little bit more about the research and happenings on campus at the university. I want to thank you for listening to the presentation today, and we hope that you will join us in September as a mathematics student at the University of Waterloo.